In order to get into the mindset of creating art, the main thing I do is like to clear my mind and just have an open mind that's receptive to whatever ideas may come. For me, the ultimate form of meditation, this is for me personally, is sketching or drawing, because just sitting and meditating sometimes can itself be distracting if you don't have that sort of personality to sit still like that. And what sketching does, it gives you something to focus on. And you get in this creative flow and you don't even realize that you're in it. You just want to sort of empty your mind, so like you're just like an empty vessel, and you can develop ideas and receive ideas and observe things around you and feelings and that sort of thing. And then so you're ready to make whatever it is that you want to make. And in Tai Chi, it's essentially another, similar to drawing, it's a form of moving meditation in which your body kind of gets into a oneness with the energies in your environment. So you're sort of playing with the energies and becoming merged with your environment without being separated with your, so you're trying to merge your mind, your body, and your spirit kind of into one thing. But when you slow everything down doing the Tai Chi forms, that gives you an opportunity to be super sensitive to the connection between what's going on outside, what's going on in your mind, and then how your body is reacting to that. So it just sort of connects everything. The principles of Tai Chi apply to brush calligraphy. So if you look at the movements of Tai Chi, you can see how you have this yin and yang. So you always have a positive energy and a negative energy. You're feeling the same sort of energy, but through your hand and your brush. So when you do a stroke, say, of a character, you're pressing down, you got the yang energy. And then as you release and get to the end of that stroke, you may pull up and have more of a yin energy. And so it's almost like that swooping down motion when you do in certain moves of Tai Chi, you're doing that with your brush. And then you just have a visual record of that movement, which is so cool. As I began reading about tarot cards, I began to understand that they're not just these magical, esoteric cards that fortune tellers use, that they're really rooted in psychology and can be used as a tool to clarify issues or focus your mind, much like a lot of other forms of meditation. And so sometimes I will go in and do what's called a 3-card reading, in which you lay out 3 cards, and you can approach it 2 different ways. You can see kind of what comes up and kind of give your mind some focus for the day, or you can kind of focus on an issue, something you've been struggling with or can't quite focus on, and then use that as sort of a framework for your tarot reading. So all these together, you have creation, success, and and hard work. And so that's kind of general. And so sometimes I will draw an additional card. This is usually, for me anyway, generally read as creative focus. So in other words, it's not going to be enough to create something. I need to focus my energy on something more specific. So when it all comes down to it, like, I have a lot of interests and a lot of outlets for my creativity and a lot of ways to focus and connect with the world. But one thing I just always try to connect them all. There's a connection between everything that you do. Sometimes you have two things that seem completely opposite. But if you be present with those things and really ponder on them, I think you can find connections between everything you do